Let's get that off. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Killing Time once again with me, yours truly, Vash, and there's no real ramble this week in light of this week's Hurricane Sandy pretty much just absolutely tearing an evil path through Jersey, infecting major parts of New York and many surrounding areas. So this really isn't going to be a ramble. It's just the shit that's been going on here in New York for the past couple of days. So, in short, if you live under a rock, then you know that Hurricane Sandy came, tore through Atlantic City, really fucked up Hoboken, parts of West New York, North Bergen, pretty much realigned Staten Island for what it's worth. Whatever Staten Island was along Sandy Hook looks like a whole new puzzle altogether. Downtown New York still has no power. Um, Long Island, 90%. Last time I checked, it might be different now. Was without power, so parts of Queens without power, parts of the Bronx, New Rochelle, Westchester County, just areas just flooded, no power, no nothing. It's an absolute, I won't say a living nightmare. I think it is for some people that lost their homes and find everything underwater. I think for other people, it's just the next thing below nightmare. I'm not sure what's below a nightmare, but it's damn near close. It's got to be hellish, fuck upish. It's just one clusterfuck of gloom and doom. For the most part, for myself, my area was pretty much spared. My if those who listen to the Silly Bats podcast, I said for the most part, I had just my windows rattling. So I heard some things bounce off my windows, but I see enough horror movies to realize if you hear something bang against the windows, stay the fuck away from the window. So don't know what came up and hit them, but next morning branches were down, trees were down. It was all kinds of what the f. That being said, no more than 3 blocks away. Yesterday when I was out and about driving, uh, literally at least 3 blocks away, 2.5, 3 blocks away. That entire neighborhood just next to me had absolutely no power. It was, as Rorschach said in The Watchmen, as dark as it can get at night. It was absolutely nothing. It was just black, just nothing. And it's just weird walking through an area you walk through so many times and then seeing it just with, I want to say, whole new eyes, but there was nothing there. It was completely black, completely just holy, just, and I don't think black even covers it. Something has to be darker than black, but this was it. It was just nothing there, and it was rad. It was so just wickedly rad to see all this shit. Good friend of mine, a tree fell on her car. Her car is smashed. Um, just these stories from my friends, just being their lights going out, lights flickering, water rising in their basements. It was nuts, absolutely nuts. And I think being a true New Yorker, you learn to have a stiff upper lip quick. You learn to be tough really quick. You just have to have that mentality if you live in the state. Sorry, if you live in the city, I should say. Because if you don't have it, the world tramples over you. You're easily forgotten. So it's really hard seeing people who are normally, as hard as a rock. You see them on TV, you see them on pictures and everything. And everything is just washed away, blown away, crushed away, and that hard exoskeleton that you're used to is just gone. It's not there because everything they knew was just gone. There's no other way of saying it. Just flat out gone. And it's been a wacky couple of days. There are no true adjectives to explain last couple of days in New York City unless you're actually in New York City. The news coverage does not do it absolute justice. And when I mean the news coverage, I mean just the multimedia, the true mass media in general. I'm talking CBS, MSNBC, Fox, CNN. For the most part, I really truly feel that they dropped the ball. I was fortunate enough to have power during the hurricane. Again, albeit 3 blocks away, they had nothing. So I was literally just a hop, skip, jump away from being in the dark as well. And I didn't trust those news feeds because I was sick of seeing the beaches. I was sick of seeing the same days over and over. Guys just, being water and rain. This considering how big this city is, to see the same spots over and over, we get it. It's gonna be ugly. We don't know how ugly because we won't know till the aftermath. We knew it was gonna be ugly, and to see the same shit over and over was very insane to me. So, fortunate enough that I had internet, I had power. I went to other forums, other feeds, other live feeds to see what was happening in New York as this was happening. And I really must say, I'm really angry at the mass media because those of you who have my personal Facebook page, you saw me about every other minute blowing up news reports. And I cannot take credit for finding these reports. I won't say where I got them from, but there seems reports happening on the minute fly as good people, good people were out there, picks hitting up every possible feed they could find from well, for most better words, hacking NYPD scanners, and FDNY scanners, and seeing what's happening out there in the world, who's stranded, who needs help, and it's uh, it's quite remarkable that these people were the ones that were really reporting Sandy as was happening, because these were people that were actually out there from their homes, from their streets, wherever they were, just trying to get the word out of what's happening, to get the word out for help, to run, just for whatever reason. And then the reports that did eventually hit the news was really angering me, because this was about a half hour to an hour later, as I'm reading it, as I'm on my Facebook, as I'm on my Twitter, just retweeting, just copying and pasting, just trying to get every piece of word out, because I'm sorry for those who were in the areas that thankfully nothing bad happened to them, and were angry at me because for every other minute I'm blowing up a news report or something. And I'm sorry I did that, because there are people that don't have power. There are people who don't have access to internet for whatever reason, that, hey, they may have friends and family in these areas they may want to know about. They may have lost power. And thankfully enough, I did run to a couple of people that personally, that either through a Facebook comment and through long paragraphs on my Facebook message boards, thanking me for doing this, because they know people in these areas and they don't have power. They don't have really charged cell phones or anything. They can't see what's happening out there. They all they know is that's it. They know the rattling, they know the wind, they know the rain. They don't know what's happening around them. So I'm sorry for blowing up your stats, your timeline, but I really think this is something that should have been out there. So that's my thing on that. And if you're angry with that, I'm sorry, but I think that's something that needs to be done. So that's all I can say on that. Uh, there's so much to do in 15 minutes, and so much I want to say in 15 minutes. It's nearly impossible. So I'm trying to do this best I can. The next thing, I guess is a cleanup. Cleanup is still going on. Traveling is a pain in the ass. One person Instagrammed photo of her going to work, and it's taking her at least 4 hours from where she lives in Barclays, the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, to get to Midtown to go to work. 4 hours. That's absolutely fucking bananas. You know, again, if you're in rapid New Yorker, most points in the city from A to B are usually between a 40-minute train ride to maybe about an hour and a half, depending where you're coming from, transfers and all that other mess. You're used to that kind of grind during rush hours and just everyday construction, shit like that. It's absolutely unfathomable to think you're traveling from Brooklyn to Midtown Manhattan or vice versa. It takes you 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. 2 hours is beyond ridiculous to travel in New York City by public transit. Yet here we are doing it. Midtown between 34th and below with no power. It's Brooklyn coming up. It's fucking, it's nuts. It's absolutely bananas. Again, no adjectives do this justice. It's nuts. Staten Island looks like an etch a sketch at this point, that someone just grabbed it, shook it up, and then made a whole new thing. It's there's no words. It's holy shit, dude. It's just holy shit, dude. It's fucking nuts. And honestly, right now the big thing, besides the cleanup, is now the debate on the New York City Marathon. And I thought long and hard about mentioning this, and I know I'm going to get blasted on this. I got blasted yesterday by my cousin, and he's right for blasting me for the things I said. And I can see his point. That's why I can't be mad at him. He's absolutely right in things said. I still believe I'm right in the things I say, but this is such a moment of just the magnitude of this whole storm. You don't want to get caught prisoner of the moment because of the grand scale of it, and to step back, try to see the bigger picture is really hard when the bigger picture is bigger than you possibly can just put together. So my stance on the New York City Marathon is simply this: if the city can pull this off, I think it's a complete coup. Obviously, the numbers say New York can generate about 350 million from the marathon. Even the most economic, brilliant minds think that number is way off. But that being said, if they can pull that off, that's money, pure money, to the city to help rebuild. That being said, to try to tell that to someone who lost their home, someone who lost their business, just everything, is there's no easy way of doing it with a straight face, because you're either kidding yourself that it's okay to do this, and you're trying to tell yourself, as you're telling these people, it's okay, we're gonna go as normal, we'll get your house cleaned if you ever find it, is not easy. I don't envy the people who have to make these decisions, and I don't think it's 100% the right decision. I do believe that if, again, they can pull this off, it's a complete coup. It's pure cash to the city that desperately needs the money now. And I say if they can guarantee that it's not going to pass, I should change that, because there's no way they can guarantee this. But if the city is running at a better pace as far as mass transit goes, if the city does claim, I'm cutting it close here, if the city can hold their claim that Con Ed is doing what they can, that the lights will at least be somewhat running, that people can kind of get back to just cleaning up their lives in little itty bitty pieces. I think if they could pull this off, it's fantastic. Obviously, hotels are jammed with people who are without homes now, and that's a pain in the ass, because this is a worldwide event. People come from all over the world for this marathon, which is why it's such a big deal. I know people say that, well, you can just reschedule it. It's hard to reschedule something that's planned a year and ahead, and then again, this is a worldwide thing. This is not just us having a mini marathon just for ourselves. This is a major worldwide event. To try to tell people from all the world that, sorry, get the fuck out, when they're investing money into this, money that goes into the city's pocket, is a pain in the ass. And again, these are all arguments I'm trying to make to say the marathon is worth doing. It is hard to do, again, considering the amazing magnitude of this event. So again, I fully expect to get blasted on this. I fully expect to get my ear bitten off. But I do believe that if this can be done, if it can be done, it's a great risk reward that can pay off. Can't half-ass it, best you can. But if it can come out, I believe this is something that can help the healing process. Absolutely not. This will not help the healing process. But I do think for getting money into the city to help pay for these things is a godsend, considering FEMA historically has been a joke when it comes to tragic relief like this. So it's just nuts. I got nothing on this. It's other than complete nuts. I'm running out of time. 15 minutes is not enough to justify so many things happening in New York City right now with the marathon and cleanups and power outages, houses. It's not enough time. So I apologize if this gets all my words get lost in translation. But I do stress that just, if you can, donate $10 to the New York Red Cross. Red Cross in general, for Jersey, especially Jersey is a whole other mess. It's those videos and photos do not do it justice unless you actually have friends out there who text you these photos and the little videos as they're walking through around and seeing it. It's just absolutely bananas, banana sandwich. It's wild. So the business point of my ramble is going to be simply this: this week me and Chet are not doing a Silly Bastards podcast. We're going to be out and about in the city best we can, volunteering and doing our thing. So we will not be doing a podcast next week. So I'm sorry for those who enjoy us. We're not doing it next week. I will be back next Friday for another Killing Time when we will announce, hopefully, when we'll get back to doing a podcast. So really quick, to New Jersey, everyone's affected. We love you. Stay safe. We'll try to help you best we can. And to everyone, just try to keep calm, keep the peace, and just, that stuff. I am Vash Killjoy. I'm running out of time. So again, please donate. Please, it'll help out many people who are stranded and fucked right now. So please, please, please help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am Vash Killjoy. I will see you next week. Take care.